Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
Good afternoon, Warriors! Welcome to Movie Madness Episode 2. Movie Madness? Because that's what I bring to the movie talk genre. That's what I bring to YouTube. Madness! And I want to cover more topics on here for you. Not just one hot one. Many things. But what's really... And you know what? I was struggling to come up with the topic for today's episode. Because I'm sorry. This is from the bottom of my heart. I'm trying to keep this show rolling with living day-to-day day job. I don't camp here on YouTube, and I know, and you frequent viewers, you know, I think you feel my pain. The working man, by the time the working man gets home to roll a video, everything's been covered. But I want to bring the madness to it, and I want to bring it hard, and I want to bring the fan back to fandom, because the true state of fandom, which I want to cover tomorrow in tomorrow's Movie Madness episode, the true state of movie fandom is a disaster on every end. I'm talking about what's happening in the movie theaters, what's happening with the review community, and what's happening with the Fandom Menace. Because the Fandom Menace has been taken over by celebrities and creators. Creators working with fans is a beautiful thing. But when the fans are forgotten, the fans that started this gangsta shit, when they're forgotten and they don't benefit, not only do they not benefit, but they start the gangsta shit and they fund this gangsta shit. Don't forget it, Comico. The fans fund this gangsta shit. So, all this goodwill that is Comicsgate, don't let it go to waste. That's a real warning. We're still waiting for Cyberfrog #1, and I hope it succeeds. But there has to be a better way in the future, because the fans can't keep funding this like this forever. And there has to be some bright spots in the future for fans too. But man, am I going off a tangent. Let's talk, and this is why it's Movie Madness. This isn't just one topic. Let's get back to what I've come across for this video, and I think it's an important topic to start off the show. It's about fan petitions. Solo 2. Make Solo 2 happen. Is that the hashtag? And how John Kasdan retweeted it. And you know what? Because I want to put the fan back in the fandom, with all these super chat campers here on the movie talk, it is disgusting how many people camp here for super chats on YouTube. Out of every community out there, video game, toys, the movie talk community is overrun by camping whores. Seriously. It's a disease started by the original cam girl movie talk, Campia. The camper! So I almost said soy. That wasn't on purpose. Solo 2 is getting a hashtag. And you know what? I support it! Doesn't mean I'm gonna boycott the hell out of it if they try. Because you know why? Boycotting is so important. Boycotting works. Warcotting works. When fans come together, when they speak with their wallets, it's like voting. It's the best kind of voting when you don't show. When you put some bite, you know I love the saying, put some bite with all that bark. We're not taken seriously till we do. I tell you, the solo boycott, even though I support fans that want something coming together, go ahead. I don't think it'll happen, but I support you because you're a fan and a consumer. And if you're willing to put some bite with that bark and say, give me Solo 2 and I'll show up in the movie theaters, whatever. More power to you. I'm not going to go see it. Same point, I support any fan petition, and any time a fandom comes together to do something instead of just barking like a drama bitch on YouTube all day. Just barking all day, camping for super chats. And if you think the market determines the market, that's bullshit. The reality is there's lots of tricks to YouTube, and one of them is never leaving and camping your ass right in front of it and spamming YouTube with content, with the same content over and over and over with another video. That's the trick of YouTube. But I want to tell you, all you boycotters, you OG Solo boycotters that didn't actually go. Even though you saw a train wreck coming in the movie theaters, but you stayed away. I applaud you. And you know what? Not only did you help Star Wars, you helped Indiana Jones. Now, why is John Kasdan on Twitter retweeting the Make Solo 2 happen? Because he needs a job. That's why. I might make another video on this, a topic just dedicated to it, because all that, the nepotism, besides the problems with Kathy, nepotism at Lucasfilm almost killed the Star Wars stories in Indiana Jones. Because before the boycott, guess who was attached to write Indy 5? John Kasdan! So, you see how important this stuff is? It has ripple effects. Do you think they ignore us? No, they know. And this is why it's important. Because if you didn't speak with and vote with your wallets, John Kasdan could have been writing Indy 5. And where would that go? Because whoever thought Lando would go with a droid? And this is how I know, I personally feel that the nepotism is what caused the problems with Solo. How many articles and times have you heard the best script ever? You know, I heard it more times than I heard The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars since Empire Strikes Back. How many times did you hear that? That was Lucasfilm taking care of its own when there wasn't anything there. Because out of anything, and you know what? Paul McCormick, frequent viewer, here's a shout out to him. He asked, have I seen Solo? Yeah, I did. I didn't pay for it. Well, I paid for Netflix. When it came to Netflix, I saw it. And you know what? The best thing about it was Alden. Everything else was horrible, including the script and the storyline. Went nowhere, wasn't exciting, was boring. So, all that talk was just talk. And by fans coming together, we stopped the train from derailing. Who would know what a worse indie movie than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? I'll tell you what. I know one thing. It would have John Kasdan's name as attached to writer. But we don't have to worry about that anymore. Thanks to you. So that's all I have really on that topic in this episode of Movie Madness. And this is episode 2. I'm all over the place. I know it. I try to keep things going. I really want this series to succeed. The next story point is something that is great in movie fandom. That if you are a collector of Blu-rays and Steelbooks, jump on this, because this is a rare occurrence. What am I talking about? And I haven't seen it yet. I'm just going to wait for my Steelbook because I did pre-order. I'm going to show you some images now. Alita Battle Angel Steelbook, available for pre-order on bestbuy.com right now. And why is it such an amazing thing? Not only because it's a movie I'm really looking forward to seeing, because it's a combo pack with 4K Blu-ray, 3D Blu-ray, all in one. They're not double dipping on the fans. Usually they do 4K and 3D separate SKUs. And it's a Best Buy 3D Blu-ray you can pre-order. That's another rare occurrence. So any of you supporters of Blu-ray and 3D that still buy your physical media, jump on this now. Now, I love the image here. There's a few international steelbooks that I prefer, but this one of the greatest things you could do right now if you're a collector is to collect steelbooks in combo packs, because they come with a digital code, and if you decide to sell it, it gives you something back. You could sell a Blu-ray, keep the digital copy, and get some money back. One of the last great things you could do, because everything's going digital, I say support this release, definitely. And you know I like to talk about the boycott, but I'm still a collector of some things, and Blu-ray and steelbooks is one of them. So I do want to cover more of that on this show too. I have a huge steelbook collection. So if you want to see it someday, and I'm going to work on organizing it soon. If you want to see my collection, comment below, let me know. I'm also going to include some, you know what? I'm going to pause it here, and I'm going to try to do a hidden gem steelbook collecting. Just one, just to get this started, because I'm going to try to move in segments here and there. I'm going to go find a hidden gem in my collection, and I'll be right back. All right, here's my hidden gem for Movie Madness Episode 2. And if you like this segment, you got to keep the comments coming saying you like it. And don't forget Super Chats. I'm running out of Super Chats because I have a lot saved for that War Room Episode 1, which... oh, I got so much to do on this channel. I have to get better at editing. I really want to, hoping I could put a little documentary together about this whole mess that is Star Wars before Episode 9 debuts. But here is and this is a perfect time, Kong Skull Island. I love this steelbook. This is one of my favorites in my collection. I love the movie. And before you say it, yes, I know who's in it. Brie Larson. And this is maybe where she got her start with Samuel L. Jackson. This is the first movie I think they've done together. But even though she's in it, the only thing I could say is she's a little bit boring in it. She's not horrible in it. She's not great in it. Everything else is. Great movie. The reason it's good timing is Godzilla King of All Monsters comes out next weekend, and that's one I plan on taking me and my wife can agree on that one. We're going to try to see that opening weekend. It looks amazing, and this, you know why? King Kong versus Godzilla is what's up next after that. Support this movie, please. I talk about boycotting only when I think it's necessary. I boycott into a lot of things. And that's a franchise that I fully support. I think they're taking it slow, making the right steps. And I think they're going to get us there. And I think this movie is going to be a surprise hit. Especially internationally. I think it's going to do great. Get a closer look, though, here. Take it out of the... I need to get some more of these, too, for my collection. Look at that. This is why I love collecting them. It's like a little mini movie poster. It's more substantial than the recycled Blu-ray plastic that's just throwaway. Take a closer look. I love this. This is the 3D version. Comes with 3 discs. I'm not going to take them out because they'll be falling. Highly recommend it. Even if you can't get this specific version, great movie. Okay, time for Super Chats. super chat shout out. This one goes to Brenda the Avenger. Give her a warm warrior welcome and thank her for her super chat. And she has an interesting question for me. It's about boycotting or warcotting and how I don't have the exact question here, but I remember a few videos back she asked, how does my boycotting Disney films or Disney Star Wars affect my family relationships? Honestly, I love everyone in my family. We fight about this constantly. Disney Star Wars. And we didn't used to. That's another reason I got so mad. Is because as soon as I left The Last Jedi, I was not only disappointed, but I had to have conversations I've never had with family before about something I love. Movies and Star Wars. And quickly became derailed into arguments. So, that's why I need you warriors. I talk to you. This is therapy. And tell me if anyone out there is having the same issues in their family with friends or family that actually like The Last Jedi. Because you know how Campia loves to say, subjective, subjective, subjective. I honestly believe if you like The Last Jedi, you're just falling for marketing. There's the movie, there's bright spots in it. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to say it's complete garbage. But it's overridden with other agendas and stuff put in there that doesn't make any sense, doesn't move the plot along, takes away from the characters we love, Luke and Leia, for all those other characters for the first half of the movie, and then when you get to them, you don't serve. I'm going off on a tangent. The main point of her question was, do I have family that supports my boycotting? No, I do not. We talk about it constantly. I'm still not seeing episode 9 in theaters no matter what. If it comes to Netflix, I'll watch it on Netflix because I'm subscribed to Netflix. Now, The Mandalorian, look at this madness. Look at my helmet. Look at my mask. Yeah, I'm seeing that. I'm not paying for it, though. I'll go over to my parents' house because I know my dad's going to get Disney Plus. And that's where I'll watch it. So, good question. No, this is not easy. I may have said that in the past. It's not easy going this route because you try to avoid Disney. It's almost impossible. And that's one of the points that I want to get to. I dropped my Kathy bat. I dropped Kathy. That's one of the points that I want to discuss in the first War Room episode. Is this isn't easy, and is it possible to go 100% boycott? I don't think it is. I think you have to take wins as you get them. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't support this. It's impossible to avoid Disney 100% because they own everything. So do it when you can and buddy up. Use the buddy up system. If you want to see The Mandalorian, find a friend, phone a friend. That's what I'm going to talk about in boycotting The Rise of Skywalker 2. If you can wait, do it. If you're going to see it, I really don't support. I'm not going to say. I have more issues with people that bark all day here on social media and then still go see it than those that actually want to see it and go. Seriously. I have more issue than people that just are drama and barking all day that have no bite than people that want to see it and go see it. If you don't like it, and you're not going to do anything about it, don't complain. That's my thoughts. So if you actually want to see it, go ahead. Fans supporting something they love is a good thing. But if you're lukewarm on all this and you still want to send a message, waiting 2 weeks, it still gives us work harders help. It does. When I started doing my boycotting videos for Solo. I said the 2-week plan. If you are middle of the road and you still want to send a message that says, you know what, I'm going to see it, but I don't want to show up day one because I don't like what you're doing. At least it gives us a slight message, because Disney is all about numbers and image. If the image, and that's why we're so successful, if the image isn't hype and these are the best pre-orders and best weekend ever, that's all Disney has. You know they don't have quality, so doing 2 weeks helps. But I ask you to go all in if you can. Seriously. But for The Mandalorian, I'm using the buddy up system. More on that in the first episode of War Room. I hope you liked the madness that I bring to movie talk. Is there something you're mad about that I missed? Comment below, let me know, and keep this series going. And you know, I need your comments, your support, your thumbs up is the only thing keeping me here on YouTube. And the fellow movie fans talking about movies for the love of movies and doing something about it. That's what keeps me here. So please show your support for this series by engaging, comment below, and keep those super chats coming. I'll see you in the next video.